first video on this channel. The first official video. I know we posted some shorts, but this is going to be the first official video. This is going to be a bit of a test video. Today we're going to be seeing what the optimal terrain is for this Mint 2004 CRF 230F. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking it on the trails. We know that it's good for that because it's in the name, trail bike. We're going to be taking it on the trails, going to be testing it on track, testing suspension, testing power, and then last but not least, we'll be taking it in some sand pits, driving it up some hills. This thing has lots of bottom end, so I think this thing will get up hills pretty good. But before any of that happens, we will need to dial this thing in, so I'm going to tighten the chain, lube the chain, clean the air filter, and get this thing dialed in. Back in there. Alright, so the CRF is now dialed in, so let's hop on the track. Alright, so we made it to the motocross track. That was a bit of a pace, but we're fine. We're going to be seeing how fast we can go over some berms, seeing how hard we can hit that. That was a pretty good start, I think, but let's get into it. Well, we're not quite done yet, but we got some good sends on this tabletop here. And as you could probably clearly see, the suspension is not liking it because these trail bikes have very, very soft suspension stock. Hopefully sometime this winter, we'll be planning on doing a complete modification video. We'll be replacing this suspension with some race bike forks. We'll convert them to triple clamps, and we'll be replacing the back shock with a Von Cat. But yeah, we still got some more sends, and let's do them. Alright, so turns out the CRF 230 was actually made for a track, secretly. I definitely recommend it, but I also would recommend maybe replacing suspension like I'm going to do soon. And if you don't want to replace suspension, if you don't want to spend money on that, just ride at your own risk and know that the performance is not going to be that great, or at least not as great as that. You do that. But we still know what's the better option. But yeah, so on to the trails next. All right, so it's a very, very hot Saturday afternoon, but we have finally made it to the entrance of the Great Falls Quarry Trail. It's a long trail, and at the end of the trail, there's a rock quarry that we're going to go swimming to, but the trail's a bit hard. We're going to get started, and yeah.
burnout. I want to see him bite into that puddle so hard. Alright, I am hot as hell, but we finally made it to the end, and ultimately our destination. Oh, frick! Alright, well, that's it for the trails. It performed pretty well. On to the sand pits now.
Alright guys, so it's been over a month since we filmed for this video. We really want this video to come out. The last footage you saw was from over a month ago. We filmed like the track footage a month and a half ago, and the trail footage about a month ago. We have been trying to get to the pits, but just people have been busy, people have been gone, people have been sick, and there's been this and that. So finally, today we're going to be going to the pits, and while you guys were looking, I did a fresh oil change on this thing. I fully replaced the new back tire with a brand new tire. So this thing should be really good for getting up hills, because my old tire was not going to get me up hills. And I got my back brake working. So, and this thing, the back brake has not been working for a while. So this thing, it is amazing, because front brake is very sketchy. So I can't wait for the pits, and I'll see you guys there.
Okay, well, let's just hold up. We've been having a lot of fun from the bikes out here in the sand. We're at Seddon's Corner, Manitoba. There's a section here that has a bunch of jumps, but people are sighting in shotguns right there, so we have to wait. But I'm sure they'll be done soon, and you'll see what happens.
right, so we had a lot of fun making this video. I think for like the best thing for your 230 would probably be the trails, because that's what it's meant for, or the track. The track's pretty good. Just be careful when you're jumping. I'm gonna say I did have the most fun on the in the pits. Just the pits, it was the most brutal on the bike. Like I can tell, like I was being hard on the bike, but bike's very reliable, so I'm not worried. But you have the most fun in the pits, but it's best for the track and trails. So that's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.